Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today's video is finally going to be a favorites video. I haven't done my current favorites in such a long time. I want to get started doing monthly favorites again like I used to. I mean, I've never been consistent with it, but I want to do it consistently like every month because I feel like I'm kind of at that stage in YouTube where I get sent so many products and I'm always trying out new things. So I would love to be able to just sit down and share with you guys what I'm like loving for that month. So I'm going to start with something that's not even makeup. I just want to get this out of the way, just get it right out. So recently I started watching Riverdale. Everyone's watching Riverdale. If you haven't watched it, you need to, on Netflix. Betty and Jughead are like ultimate couple goals. I'm obsessed with Betty. I think she is just the most beautiful looking human being ever. If I could look like anyone, it would be Betty. And her and Jughead together are just like the cutest thing ever. So if you haven't seen Riverdale, you have to go and watch it. But I binge watched that like 2 times through already, maybe like 3 times. And anytime I'm bored and I'm like editing or something and I just want something on in the background, I will always put Riverdale on, and that's what I will watch. I love the way it's filmed. It's kind of like lame, but in a cool way, if you guys get me. It's meant to be kind of lighthearted and a little bit silly and not too serious, but at the same time it has like that drama sort of serious aspect as well. So I just think it's a really cool show, so definitely check it out if you haven't already. But after Riverdale finished, and I know they're not bringing out a couple of seasons for a little while, I went straight back to watching the Vampire Diaries. So I hadn't finished the last season. I finished it recently and I was like, the fuck was that ending? The Vampire Diaries has the worst ending ever. I was like, this is shit. Like the last 2 seasons of the Vampire Diaries were just so bad. Like I just, oh, like with the heretics and oh my god, cringe. I hated the last couple of seasons. So anyway, after I finally finished it, I decided to watch it from the start again. And anyway, this Vampire Diaries is like my current favorite at the moment because I've started watching it. I'm on season 4 now. This is just like after 1 week of binge watching. It's really bad. And yeah, I'm obsessed again. I love the Vampire Diaries. I'm up to the part where Elena has turned into a vampire and she's gonna get with Damon soon, and I'm just like, I'm so ready for it. I also want you to leave down below who you guys prefer. Do you like Damon or are you team Stefan? I want to know because I'm personally team Damon. Season 1 and 2, I'm definitely team Stefan, but I think once Stefan like goes off with Klaus, that's when I'm team Damon. Okay, so moving on to some actual makeup favorites. I'm going to start off with like my biggest favorite right now. You guys would see this in all of my Instagram videos. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's just Kasey Rayton, the same as my YouTube. I will leave it on the screen and listed down below for you guys. Make sure you go and follow me on there. It's the Tarte Brighter Days Moisturizer. And I'm obsessed with this. It's like a really beautiful illuminating primer. I mean, moisturizer. It's not a primer. This is what it looks like. Really, really pretty. Just really gorgeous and illuminating. It's kind of like MAC strobe cream. You guys can see super, my hand is so fucking bony, oh my god. This is more on the days where I know I'm going to be putting makeup on and I want like a really luminous, dewy kind of base, but you can totally wear it without makeup. That's just my favorite way to wear it. So a primer that I've been loving lately is the Cover FX Calming Primer. I really, really like this. I didn't really know why I liked it, and then I saw someone mention in a video that it helped reduce their redness, and I have very sensitive skin, so that's definitely something I would like to minimize. Really into this primer at the moment. I'm going to keep an eye on it and see if it actually does reduce my redness, because like I said, I haven't really paid too much attention, but I feel like it just feels really nice on my skin, and yeah, I'm just really feeling it at the moment. Then onto foundation. You guys are gonna be so surprised about this because I hated this foundation when I first got it, and it is the Anastacio Stick Foundation. This one is beige and this one is warm natural. Beige is just a little bit lighter. You wouldn't even think so in the tube, but beige is the bottom one and warm natural is the top. So I usually use warm natural when I'm a little bit more tanned, and I use beige when my tan's kind of fading, or sometimes I'll mix them together. It just depends, but I've really been liking these. This is my favorite stick foundation at the moment. If you've been following me for a little while, you would know that I've been on a stick foundation binge. When I first got these, it wasn't working for my skin at all, and I've been planning on doing a video for you guys showing you how I like to use this on my skin type. I have combo skin. I'm going to do a whole video on it for you guys and show you how I like to use it and how I like to set it and everything, because I feel like once I started doing that, it just really changed up the way that the foundation looked, and now it is just one of my top favorite foundations ever. I use it all the time. It lasts so long. I wore it from like 8 a.m. till like 12 a.m. in the morning, and it just did not budge. Like, my foundation still looked amazing. So onto concealer. I'm sure you guys already know what this is if you watch my videos, because I use it all the time. I try and use other things, but I just can't. This is my holy grail. Tarte Shape Tape. Absolute favorite. I'm not just saying that because everyone loves it. I hated this at first. That is like a common thing with me. I always hate a product and I'm like, yuck, that's disgusting. And then after I try it again, I'm like, okay, I love it. Like, what the hell, what was I on? Was I smoking crack that day? I have the shade Light Medium and Fair Neutral. So this one was a little bit too dark for me. So I went on the website and purchased Fair Neutral, and go figure, it's a little bit too light for me. So I generally mix these together. If I'm like super tanned at the time, I definitely mix these. And if I am more on the pale side, I will just use Fair Neutral when my tan is fading. You don't need much at all, and it covers so nicely. It's so easy to blend. Like, honestly, like within seconds it's blended out and you still have so much coverage. So I definitely recommend this if you have really bad dark circles. Honestly, just my favorite concealer. I wouldn't recommend it for contouring. I bought a really dark shade to contour with, and holy balls, just don't do it. Then, oh my god, I'm really excited about this because I use this in every single video. I swear, I try and use other things, but you guys would recognize a lot of these products. When I get favorites, I just want to use them all the time and I have to stop myself. But this is the iconic London multi-use contouring set. So these are cream contours. You guys know I love to cream contour. It's one of those palettes that you do not have to add oil to. I know with the Anastacio contour palette, a lot of people have to add oil into that. I know I personally do because it's very dry, and it can be a little bit more difficult to blend. These are just so creamy. If you have dry skin, you're going to go apeshit over this because it is just the nicest palette. I'm wearing the contour today of this middle shade right here. If you're looking to get into cream contour but you're a beginner, definitely recommend the iconic London one. So while we're on the topic of bronzers, I have one of my favorites at the moment. This one snuck up on me. It was actually probably like a week ago, but I've really been into it. It is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So this is the lightest one. So if I do a cream contour, I don't really want anything to go on top that's too heavy. I mean, you guys know I always have a bronzer helmet, but I more just want to fill in the gaps. That's why I like to build up so many layers, just to make sure there's no like patchiness or skin or anything showing through. So I really like this for not taking away the color of the contour that's underneath the cream contour. This kind of just fills in those gaps and makes it look a little bit more full and sets it down without really adding too much color and muddiness. It just is like the perfect topper to like a cream product. When I am pale or my tan is coming off, this is definitely a go-to bronzer for me. I just really love it. It's so smooth, smells like sweet chocolate. I love all of the Too Faced bronzers. I actually have a huge package of Too Faced bronzers for a giveaway for you guys. So if you haven't subscribed already, you probably should subscribe now, because that is the only term that I really give for you guys entering my giveaways, that you just have to be subscribed. So letting you guys know before everyone else knows, because I know not everyone's gonna watch this video. So moving on to highlighting products, I've been loving this lately. You guys would know I always call it a book in my videos because I'm a dipshit. This is from Ofra, and it is the highlighter bronzer on the Glow palette. Those two there I don't really touch too much, but I've really been into this one. I think this one is the shade Blissful, and then I'm not too sure about the other ones because they don't have names on the palette, which is really annoying because as a YouTuber, I want to be able to list the names for you guys. So I usually have to go online and find them, but you can get these individually. They are just really pretty. So I love this one, and this one. These highlights are on freaking crack, man. I'm going to show you guys. Look at them. Like, that was just a quick little swipe. What the shit? They are so freaking pigmented and they are so buttery and creamy. I actually have a code with Ofra. I always forget about it. I'm pretty sure the code is just Kasey Rayton, and that will get you guys 30% off. It's not an affiliate code or anything like that, and I always forget that I have it. But yeah, it's just a code for you guys. So let me know if that works out, because I noticed they reposted one of my photos the other day and they included my code in there, and I was like, oh my god, I have a code. Haven't even been sharing it. Then moving on to some lip products. First I have the Tarte lip paint in the shade Salty, which is what I have on my lips now. I kind of have it blotted so it wouldn't give me butthole lips, but it still did. So be warned, these definitely give butthole lips. So this is a matte liquid lipstick, that's why I'm getting the butthole lips, but it is more on the drier side. So it's not my favorite formula, but I just love the color range, and I find that if you wear like an oil or a lip balm or something underneath, it can definitely work, and I love the color. I think Salty is the most perfect lip color ever. Just my favorite perfect nude. Honestly, obsessed with it. I can deal with a little bit of butthole lip because the color range is just impeccable. Love that shade. And what I like to wear over top of that one is the Tarte Glossy lip paint in the shade Hella. I love it. They're like the exact same shade, pretty much. One is just a matte and one is a gloss, but seriously obsessed with these two. I usually wear them together, and that's how I stop the matte one from getting a little bit too matte on me, and I'll just like blot the gloss over top. But they are my favorite color combination right now, so if I'm ever wearing like a matte looking light pink lip like this, it's probably those. Then moving on to some lashes. I've got some of my faves right here. I don't have the box. I just realized they're just free balling around my house because I used them in a video recently. These are the New Bounce lashes. So you guys would know in tons of my videos I always use New Bounce. I'm usually wearing New Bounce or Huda Beauty, which I'm going to show in a minute. But New Bounce are my favorites right now. So these ones are Bella. They are just so crazy beautiful. I'm absolutely in love with them. If you're a Manny MUA fan, you would probably recognize these from his makeup looks and his channel because he wears them all the time. They are incredible. And another style that I have been loving, these are the ones that I'm obsessed with at the moment. These ones are the style Russian Black. I can't even show you. Those look like spiders right now. So this is what Russian Black looks like. They are like covered in glitter. I've been wearing them like crazy. I do have a discount code with them. It's just Kasey Rayton, and that will get you 20% off. That is an affiliate code, so I do make a small commission from that, so you definitely don't have to use it, but it's there if you guys want to pick up some lashes and, you know, save some doll hairs. The Bella ones, I'm pretty sure are mink lashes, so if you guys aren't down with that, that's cool. But the Russian Black ones are 3D silk lashes. So these ones are not mink, they're cruelty free, so you can still get on that bandwagon if you want to. And then if I'm not wearing New Bounce lashes, I usually wear Huda Beauty. And my favorite style at the moment is the style Lana. So these ones are really pretty. If you have hooded eyes, you might not like these lash styles because they are quite dramatic. I just have a lot of lid space, so I can get away with wearing really dramatic lashes all of the everydays. And then one of my other favorites is the ones I'm wearing today. These are the Farah Lashes from Huda Beauty. So I think they're really pretty. They're a little bit harder to put on. I will say New Bounce is definitely my absolute favorite. They're so easy to put on, they last forever, and I find they don't lift up as much, and they just kind of blend in a little bit better. Had a bit of a hard time today getting these Farah ones to blend in. Like you can see where my lash and my real lashes are kind of separating, which is really annoying. These are synthetic, so they are a little bit more stiff. I do find that I have to curl them with an eyelash curler. Farah, I don't, but Lana, I definitely do. But yeah, those are just a few of like my favorite lash styles that you would see in a lot of my videos recently. Then for mascara, you guys, I never mentioned mascaras in these videos. I'm not really a mascara kind of girl. Like, I've got really dead straight lashes, so I usually just like any old waterproof mascara that's really gonna hold them up. I'm just give me that, you know what I mean? So first I have the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. It's just the cutest packaging ever, first of all. I don't know, I really like it. I feel like it separates my lashes well, they don't get too clumpy, makes them nice and long, and yeah, there's not really much I can say about mascaras. And then my other fave is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. This one's like my top favorite at the moment. Makes them so full and chunky, but not in a gross chunky way, like a nice chunky. Separates them really nicely, and it's what I have on my lower lashes today. Makes them so crazy long, and such a nice mascara. So this is definitely my top favorite, and then the Tarte one is my second, but I mostly use this in videos because I love the packaging. Moving on to brows, I kind of change up my brow products all the time, but the one thing I never change ever is Benefit's Gimme Brow. Oh my god, I could not live without this stuff. I use it before I even start doing anything to my brows, and what I do is get the brush and rub it back and forth. I know it sounds disgusting, right? But it really builds up the product, and then once I've kind of gotten it onto the skin, I just brush the brow hairs upwards. It just makes them look really full, but in a very natural way. Like, you can't really tell that you have brow product in there. Just honestly a go-to product of mine. I used to use the shade number 3, but now I'm really into the shade number 1 because I'm trying to go a little bit lighter with my brows. That way I can make them look more dramatic, but they're not too dark for my face. Then moving on to some glitter. You guys would have seen tons of glitter in my videos lately. I've just been on like a glitter binge. Like, you guys know, I found Belle Jordan, I fell in love. She's really cool and she got me inspired to start using more glitter. And I actually attended a Smashbox event the other day, and Vlada MUA was there. So I'm not sure if you guys know who she is. She's the one on Instagram, you always see like her lip art pictures with like the lip drip. She was doing lip art using glitter and rhinestones, and it was just so incredible. So I've just had like a lot of people inspiring me to use glitter lately, and you guys would have seen, I'm not sure if they're up yet, I filmed tons of glitter videos, like eye makeup tutorials using glitter. I'm just not sure when this video is going up. Regardless, you've either seen them or you will see them. Recently, this company called Go Get Glitter sent me some glitters, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you so much. So basically we have a silver, a bronze, and then a gold. So this is what they look like up close. You guys can see they are really chunky. There's like really tiny glitters in there, and then there's like some medium-sized ones, and then there's bigger ones. So it's like a really cool chunky glitter mix. So moving on to some tools like makeup application stuff. I have been loving the Sigma 3D HD blender. This is essentially like the beauty blender. This is filthy dirty at the moment because I use it all the time, but really love it. I think I might even like it more than the beauty blender. It's just really soft, blends out your foundation and your concealer like a dream. I really like the contoured parts of it because you can really get like a nice sharp line, get into your inner corners easily. Obviously it's not wet right now, but even when it is wet, it's not as big as the beauty blender, so I've really been liking that. And then some brushes that I have been obsessed with. Actually, when I filmed this makeup tutorial today, I mentioned a couple of these brushes saying I was obsessed. This first one is the Powder Blush F10 from Sigma. Seriously, like, this brush can do it all. I use it for everything. I use it to set my whole face and powder it. I use it to contour. I use it to do my blush. I even use it to do my highlight when I'm just in a quick rush and I'm just slapping it on. So if you're looking for like one brush to kind of do all of your face makeup, definitely recommend this. I don't know how it would go for foundation, but like powder foundation, got you covered. So I really like this brush. And then a couple of eye brushes that I am obsessed with. First, for the crease kind of area, I love the Tapered Blending E40 brush from Sigma. Seriously, every single one of my videos has this brush in it. It is just the best crease transition color brush ever. Blends so nicely. It honestly does all the work for you. It is just an effortless brush. I definitely recommend, if you need just a nice blending brush, I recommend picking this one up 100%. And the last brush I want to show you guys is the Short Shader E20. So I really like this for the lower lash line. It's like a really short stubby brush, so it's really good for packing colors really closely on the lower lash line, and then I'll go in with like a fluffier one and blend it out, or you can kind of just go side to side and blend it, and I just really like it. I do have a code with Sigma. It is Kasey Rayton, and that gets you 10% off. It's there if you guys want to use it. It is an affiliate code, so I do make a small commission from that. However, I love Sigma brushes. I don't use anything but Sigma brushes in my videos. So that's basically it for all of my favorites at the moment, guys. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I am doing tons of giveaways soon for you guys. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in my next video. The Russian blacks, like, stop driving. Trying to, oh my god, where is that lash gone? They're not too different, to be honest. They're actually really similar. What the heck? Why do I have both of these in? When I... Damn motorbikes. What the heck? Little brush. Seriously, another motorbike. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Including those with rosacea. Did you guys hear that? Sounded like a dinosaur.